All right, going up against the Leonardo. This looks pretty good. So I think we're like 3 losses, 1 win. We do the same thing every time to Leo. He's been doing a really good job countering the factory. So gotta say this is not looking great for us, but um, I think we go for the crawler first, actually. But it doesn't mean, that we're gonna win. We're gonna lose every time. We beat him the first time. He knows the strategy now. Basically, what I'm saying is that it's possible to win, even against opponents of this caliber. You just have to believe in ourselves. Marksman spec? Okay. Do we go fire for him? No, I don't think so. We already have the arc light, so we don't necessarily need the fire. Probably just fangs next round. All right, we pretty much clear all the chaff here. So the arc lights have done their job. Okay. Looks like we'll probably win this round. We even have missiles, okay. We'll go for the mobile beacon. And I think we start. All right, let's start going for the start going for this because it could be useful later on. Get a little bit more chaff. We'll play this really vanilla. There's nothing to missile, so we'll just save it. Obviously, he gets the Phoenix because he's anticipating our own air units. Makes a lot of sense. Hopefully, the Fang will be able to take care of that. Yeah, I kind of feel bad because the Leonard, he kind of has our number. I think he's probably he's beaten us 3 times, right? We won once, and that was the first time. So he's beaten us 3 times in a row, I think. So that's not really that good. It's very rare, I think, to have our numbers so well because factory is kind of hard to deal with. It really is hard to deal with. So maybe this means that we'll be able to learn the most from this kind of player. This late chaff could be problematic here. At least we still have 1 arc light left. It's definitely problematic. Looks like our problem is the chaff clear problem. That mean, does that range actually fix anything? I still think we need to go for some air units. But does that really help with the chaff clear problem? That's the problem. Maybe we go for another arc light and then click oil. Can't click oil. We can click we can fortify this tower. Probably want to missile this. I think at this point you might as well just go for another Phoenix, right? Okay, let's fortify the tower. No beacon, interestingly. So we do get some good value from the strike, because he only has one more anti-air unit left. I think this beacon's a little bit better for us. I'm not sure. I'm also surprised he didn't use the beacon on the Phoenix. Maybe that was a mistake. So it looks like we have more than enough chaff clear, and the range isn't going to help us really, because we might just lock on to the saber, which would be a disaster. Things are looking pretty uppity here, but of course we need to get him down to sub 2k before if we want to finish him with the factory. But this is going better than expected already. Scorpion, saber, none of these are amazing, I think. I think we just start selling out of the scorpion. I doubt that the scorpion's going to be that useful. We'll just continue to missile. Maybe we'll missile this guy now. And let's go for the Mustangs or more Phoenixes. I feel like it's more Phoenixes here. I guess next round is when we start going for factory. Let's go for range maybe. And range on the arc light. I don't know. Go for something here just in case. Do we want range on this? Maybe. Perhaps an oil? Ah, okay, nice. We got him with the mind game. It wasn't really a mind game, it was just a guessing game. If we set this on fire next round, he could be in some trouble. We might send him down to sub 2k here. Which means that he's gonna be, we can kill him for the factory play. Uh-oh. We are level 2 though, but still. It's gonna be one shot. Kill the Phoenix, so we're kinda good. Alright, that one a lot better than we could have ever expected. Could fire him this round and then go for the factory next round. We could try that. Underground threat. Probably not super useful here. We could save it for the factory, but... Or we could just go factory now, right? Why don't we go for fire? Wouldn't that be smart? It does have the extinguisher. Still. Wouldn't that be a little smart, or would that be stupid? Okay, let's think about this here. Let's try not to go for the let's try to go for fire now. We're gonna just bleed him down. Okay, let's think about this here. We need to sell out of this. Let's just revert here. You sell out of this, just go for the factory right now, I think. We can't help ourselves here. Why did we buy the beacon to begin with, right? If not for the factory. Okay, so we got this. You can even still set this on fire. And what do we do now? Just missile something? Maybe missile this first. Or just missile something here. Because we don't have any techs on this factory, which is very bad. Okay. We might just win here. We might just win here. We need to keep this factory alive, though. Uh-oh. Well, let's not walk into the fire. Those storms are a lot of HP, potentially. I think we might have thrown the game. Oh, wow. We got him. See? Oh, boy. So we are 2 wins, 3 losses. I'm surprised. But we took the opportunity there. I was contemplating going for just like a normal round. Just to, you know, build up our board a little bit. I was maybe going to go for some more Mustang. I was just thinking, you know, like we could still burn them and then get them down and then finish them off with the factory. But I went for the most riskiest play, which was actually a factory. We broke a lot of rules. We went for a factory that had no technologies on it at all. Right? And we actually didn't throw the game. We won it by an extremely small margin. So, yeah, that was pretty amazing. And you know, 5 rounds. That's kind of like the optimal game length for us. The longer it goes on, the weaker we become. So we will actually just check to see if we didn't go for the factory, like what would our play be? Because I was planning on actually not going for the factory. It was just last second. I was like, hey, no, this is our chance. Let's not regret. Let's not kick ourselves for being scared. All right, so I think, you know, 50% of the job was getting them down to 1800, which is, you know, kind of unusual. So, okay, let's see what we would have done here. Let's say we skip this. I think he actually went for the Elite Mustang card, which is kind of crazy. Perhaps he didn't think we were going to go for the... Yeah, he didn't think we were going to go for the fire. He didn't think we were going to go for the factory. So in this situation, what do we need to do? Knowing what he's going to go for, we kind of like... We consider range on the Phoenix if we want to get attacked, but I think also more arc lights is probably not a horrible idea. We could go for another crawler here as well, but we could also just go for another arc light. So we're kind of simple. We're not that advanced. So this is probably the best that we're kind of doing here. And maybe we, beacon this guy up. Maybe we throw down a missile here. Maybe we throw down like a missile here. I mean, throwing a missile here is too exploitative. So I think we maybe missile this. So he goes for the Elite Mustang card. Oh, what's going on here? Hopefully it doesn't aim at the tower. Tower is getting weaker and weaker. No, no, no. Okay. Maybe we just should have beaconed our crawlers up here. Okay, so it's still a victory, but I don't know how much it could have been without if we didn't get our tower sniped there. So it's still not a bad move there. 700 to get him down to 1,000. But I do feel like these games the opponents tend to get better. They get more scary as like the game goes on. So I don't know. Let's upgrade these guys. Maybe let's go for like elite recruit Mustang. I mean, you don't really. I guess you do need elite recruit Mustang just because the hounds. It looks like he's going into like some kind of hound play here, and you need to at least match the level of the hound. We can upgrade these guys and go for. Yeah, we got fire. We can go for fire here. All right. These are obviously looking quite good. All right, so that's like kind of best case scenario. 1100. It's not enough to kill him. And I just wonder, if he just prepares for he just throws down the melter. No, I mean he's in a bad spot just because the HP is actually pretty important once you get low. You can't afford to make a mistake, but um, yeah, maybe that factory was a throw. You know what I mean? Because it was super close. Like we probably should have gotten down to like 5, 600, 700, then go for the factory. Because then if the factory survives, you can pretty much instant win. Before, man, it was just like it was super close, 150. Imagine, he can easily come back from 150. In fact, we're probably favored to lose, if the factory doesn't go. But anyways, I don't know if we should be happy about our play or if we should be thinking that we should have taken him down a little bit, gone for the factory next. But then, is it too obvious to have the factory? Um, there's a lot of questions, and I don't think there's necessarily the right answer. But he was in a little bit of a disadvantage because I think he chose the hounds, which wasn't a good choice into the ranged arc lights, and that was he chose range on the Phoenix. It didn't do anything for him. And the fire came down with the oil, so just lots of cheese. And good thing we were able to take him out because I'll tell you, this guy, you don't want to be going into round 8, round 9, factory, dying, factory, dying, factory, dying, then the abysses just start piling up. You have to take out these guys quick, because they become unstoppable. That's why his ranking is so high. So we're glad to get one off of him.